G'day! So, today, sleep. You having problems staying asleep or getting to sleep? What's happening? Because these two things are kind of different. The old staying asleep thing is usually more to do with liver, hormones, that sort of thing. And the getting to sleep is often to do with nutritional deficiencies and stress. So let's dive into this a little bit more today. Now, before we go into how to fix it, I just want to talk to you a little bit about what's going on in this thing. Right, so did you know that the sleep hormone is called, what do you think it starts with? M, melatonin, right? Melatonin is your sleep hormone. It is at the bottom of a cascade. Oh, it's not a hormone, it's a neurotransmitter. People call them hormones, it's actually the wrong word. It's a neurotransmitter, but it acts like a hormone. Anyway, so melatonin is at the bottom. Above that are a bunch of other neurotransmitters, yeah? And so the one that we need to talk about is serotonin, because serotonin is the one that's before melatonin. And so what I mean by that is to make melatonin, you have to have good levels of serotonin. Now, to have good levels of serotonin, you need the right nutrients in your body. You need to have them available. They need to be stored away somewhere in your body, or a reserve, so that when your body's like, right, it's time to make some serotonin, your body's like, okay, get that one, get that one. It's like literally having like a pantry, yeah? You go to make your cake, your serotonin cake, and the body's like, oh, I only have half the ingredients. So then of course, it just can't make enough serotonin. Same for melatonin, yeah? Same for dopamine, same for all of them, yeah? So this is how this whole nutritional thing plays into health problems. Is the vitamins, the minerals, the proteins, the fats, the carbohydrates, they all play a role in providing the literal food to make the things happen in your body. So if you don't have them, good luck on making sleep hormones. It's simple, right? So we need to make sure we've got the right nutrients. We need to make sure when we have these nutrients, they go from one to like tryptophan, then uses B6 and zinc, and then it converts into 5-HTP. You might have heard of 5-HTP. 5-HTP is the precursor to serotonin, right? 5-HTP is sometimes prescribed for people who have depression and things like that, because it can help increase the serotonin levels. But I'm not sort of one to really give that on its own, because if you just give that on its own, you still need all the vitamins and the minerals and the right things to convert it. If you don't have it, then it won't do anything, right? So this is why this whole holistic approach works better, because we're feeding the body, not just firing stuff at it, going, oh, willy-nilly, hope that'll work, and then maybe even causing a problem later on. So we go to 5-HTP, then we go to serotonin, and then we have to get down to melatonin, right? So melatonin is our sleep hormone. If we've got issues with it, we're going to have problems with sleep. That being said, you can have perfect melatonin and still not be sleeping. And you're like, what? What do you mean? So you can have problems with stress, right? The busy mind, just not being able to relax, yeah? And coffee. My caffeine is the thing I'm always talking about, right? This stuff is the worst for sleep, because it raises your cortisol, which raises your stress hormones, which means you feel stressed instead of being relaxed at night time. Bing, simple. Even drinking caffeine, so at 10 o'clock in the morning, you're still going to have the effects of that caffeine in your body at 10 o'clock at night. This is why if you've got a sleep problem, it is best to get off all caffeine. So that's that one. If you want to learn more about caffeine, go listen to my other videos, because I talk about it a lot. Okay, so we've talked about that. Then you've got this whole liver thing, right? It's literally like the cleaning lady comes into your house in the middle of the night between 1 and 3. You're waking up between the hours of 1 and 3. A liver alarm. It's literally a liver alarm. Your liver, the cleaning lady is coming into your house because your liver's detoxing, yeah? That's why I mean I'm using the cleaning lady analogy. She's coming into your house, she's literally turning on the vacuum cleaner, she's turning on the lights, she's putting on the dryer, she's washing the clothes, she's doing everything. That's what your liver's doing. And because that's when it's active at night time, right? So if your liver's kind of quite toxic, there's a lot of detoxing it needs to do, it's going to wake you up in those hours. So if your liver is struggling to do the job it needs to do, you'll be waking up in those hours. So liver detoxification is required. Now, to detox the liver, herbs, like detoxes, cleaning up your diet, off alcohol, off coffee, like all the things that you know that aren't good for you. That'll help. The other things are getting the right nutrients and minerals to help you have the relaxing effect to go to sleep. So if you're all stressed out and you don't have enough of the calming minerals, then in your body, your nervous system is going to be like this, right? Drinking coffee, stressed out, no liver, bad functioning liver, under functioning liver. You can start to see that there's a mixture of things that are going on here. Alcohol, you know, all the things that are adding to it. And then you add on screen time, blue lights, down lights, TVs, all the things. We are like sitting here like stimulated out of our little brain, literally, with all this light. Now, the reason this happens is the blue light isn't blue, like literally the color blue. It's the wave, the blue light wave. Red light frequencies are better. So this is why when you buy lights for your house, you should always buy the ones that are warm, not the cool ones. This is going to help. Most importantly though is the screen time. And what you want to do also is to turn off the lights and not have too much bright light on in your house for at least 2 hours before you go to bed. So for me in my house, I pretty much don't turn the down lights on. I have mostly lamps around my house at night time, and this helps because they're not as bright. And what happens at night time is when the sun goes down, your melatonin levels go up. When the sun goes up, your melatonin levels go down. This is the natural process that's meant to happen with the sun going up and down. Yeah, and at the same time, when the sun goes up, your cortisol levels go up. So your cortisol levels should be high in the morning and lower at night. That's the normal curve that should happen. But if you are watching lots of TV, playing games, doing all the screen stuff, super stressed, drinking coffee, what happens is you're high in the morning, and maybe it's going down, the sun's going down, maybe you're getting a bit more tired in the afternoon, but then what happens? It goes up, because what do? You turn on all the devices, and it stimulates the brain to release more cortisol. So you're not in the right cycle, where your brain's not in the right cycle. It's getting tricked into thinking it's like daytime. Big problem. So there's some very simple things, right? You want to have your room so it's completely black. When you're lying in your bed, you should not be able to even see your hand. It should be that dark. You know, sound, maybe earplugs. Some people are really sensitive to sound. So lots of these sorts of things can, like doing all these sorts of things can really help. Not exercising enough or exercising too much close to bedtime will also cause problems with sleep, right? Eating too late will cause problems with sleep. Not eating at all, like under eating, going to bed hungry will also cause problems with sleep, right? So there's plenty of things for you. You could be like, okay, she said this, let me go try these. There's plenty of things that you can go and do just from this video alone. And then if you're like, okay, I've done that, I'm doing that, okay, so maybe it's time for some help, right? Maybe it's time for some help. You've tried all the things yourself, and maybe it's time to get some professional help. And that's where naturopaths like me come in, right? Trained to help balance all this sort of stuff out naturally in your body. So if you want some help, you message me. Otherwise, go for it. Go home, go to bed tonight, early, turn off the blue lights, get different light bulbs, do all that stuff, and see your health and your sleep improve.